46 staying on top of one of our top stories today, a deadly shooting spree across two different metro counties. Here's what we know at this hour, approximately 24 hours since the shootings took place. They happened at three different spas, two located in Buckhead, across the street from each other. The other one was in Ackworth. 8 people were killed. Most of the victims are women of Asian descent. There's one suspect. There he is, Robert Aaron Long of Woodstock. Police arrested the 21-year-old last night in South Georgia. Investigators say Long told them his actions were not racially motivated, but instead he claims he's battling a sex addiction.
Tonight, CBS 46 has team coverage of the tragedy. Let's start with Yasmina Alston. And Yasmina, this violence, it has rocked the Asian American community.
Sean, it has, and many in the Asian American community say today is all about the victims and their families. But at the same time, organizations are coming together to show support for the community and doing things like planning a march that'll be in downtown Atlanta this weekend. Devastation in the Asian American community the day after a shooting rampage.
My head and my heart are heavy right now. There's a plethora of emotions. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm tired.
8 victims, 6 of Asian descent, shot and killed at Metro Atlanta spas. 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long is accused of the deadly shootings. Police say he told investigators the crimes were not racially motivated, but organizations say the focus now should be on the victims.
There are 6 AAPI women who were killed. That is a fact. That is what we know. I don't really want to focus on the unknowns. I think what we do know is actually enough to know that this is an issue.
According to Stop AAPI Hate, there were over 3,000 reports of anti-Asian hate incidents since March 2020. 35% of the incidents happening at businesses.
And we ask the community to really show up for us and say that we stand up against this hatred that we're seeing against Asian Americans.
The violence disproportionately impacts women. Organizations like the National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum saying they fall victim to 68% of attacks.
AAPI women experience violence, harassment, hate at a rate 2 times that of Asian men.
Asian Americans Advancing Justice Atlanta is calling for the community to band together for the victims.
We have been facing increased acts of violence and discrimination, especially this past year with COVID-19 and the rhetoric that has been placed around that.
And those organizations say there are next steps, and those next steps include policy changes as well as legislation. I'll ask for that march. It will be on Saturday at 1 o'clock here at Woodruff Park in downtown Atlanta. Reporting live in Atlanta, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.